Ladies and gentlemen, I freaking did it! I have officially watched all canon episodes of the original Bleach saga. The last arc of the original Bleach that we see is the FullBringer arc. So after seeing Ichigo lose his powers and defeat Aizen, I was like, well, Aizen felt like the ultimate villain, and the fact that he got sealed away and Ichigo lost his powers, where on earth is the plot gonna go? And that's where the FullBringer arc comes in, to which, from what I've heard from friends before, I would either love this arc and think it's underrated, or think it's a 2-pack of ass. So where do I fall in that situation? Well, let's actually talk about it. So the main plot of the FullBringer's arc is 17 months after Ichigo defeated Aizen, he's been trying to accept that he lost his powers. And he's trying to live a normal life, right? But then weird things start happening with his friends, and due to the helplessness of not being able to help them out, he decided, you know what, bro, some weirdo gave me his business card. It says execution. I don't know why on earth you would ever use a business card like that, but he was like, screw it, I want to help my friends. And when meeting up with these people, he then discovers that there's a way that he can get his powers back, and that's through FullBring. This leads to us seeing Ichigo train as his friends are still trying to figure out what's going on with the guy with the book, who after striking them with the sword is having altering memories go on in their head. Aside from Ishida, who is just straight up hospitalized. However, at the end, we get the twist that Genjo was actually working with the guy with the book the whole time, and he just wanted to take Ichigo's FullBring. But unfortunately for them, the Soul Society wanted to ore farm, and they did so to maximum capacity. So what did I think of the arc? To me, it was mid, but it had great moments. The plot itself had some dry moments, but also some amazing moments. It was cool to see Ichigo's character get fleshed out. The reveal when Genjo was shown to be the villain and we saw that ugly facial expression was actually a very epic moment. Like, it's one of my favorite Bleach moments ever. And while I enjoyed seeing the chill dynamics between the main cast, the struggle of Ichigo, new characters introduced, all of those things were good, but in my opinion, this plot shouldn't have been 23 episodes. If you shrink this from 23 to maybe 13 to 15, I actually think I enjoyed the arc a lot more. And also, speaking of the new characters, I actually liked a lot of the new characters. I even loved Genjo, even after finding out he was a villain. They were ultimately fed to the Soul Society captains so they could show how much stronger they got. As for their backstories, I mean, yeah, some of them were kind of tragic, but it didn't hit like the Espada for me. Hell, even some of the backstories, I was like, what am I watching right now? And I also didn't like how at the end they tried to make us feel like they were human or something. Like when bro was looking up in the sky, it was like, oh, Genjo, so this is what you... Like, bro, I don't care about you, bro. You was just altering the memories of people to manipulate them for your benefit. And don't even get me started on this hoe. She kidnapped somebody, and then because she was judged for it, I'm supposed to feel bad for her, my nigga? No! But anyway, like I said, there were some cool moments, as I said, the fleshing out of Ichigo's character, a fire plot twist, a dope new power system that was introduced, and I also came out of here kind of side-eyeing the Soul Society, you know, like, hey, bro, y'all a little weird. You know, they were never all the way moral, but I don't know, bro. All I'm saying is I still wouldn't trust them all the way, even though they did get him his powers back still, bro. But overall, like I said, it has great moments, it has some good characters, an interesting new power system, but some of its shortcomings is kind of hard to overcome to make it a great arc. But like I said, I know this arc is kind of split. Like, I know people like it and people don't like it based on what my friends say. Like, I have a friend who said this was dirt and another friend who told me it was really good. And I'm like, bro, it's not dirt. I don't know how you could think it's dirt. I do think it has its problems. I think it could have been shorter. But other than that, like, I think it was pretty solid, bro. It even had great moments in it. But I want to know what y'all thought, bro. Did y'all love the arc? Did you think it was bad, good? What did you think about the arc as a whole? Like, did you like, what would you rate it on a scale from 1 to 10? I would give it like a 7, maybe a 6.5, which for me is pretty good. But now I'm hyped because now it's on to 1,000-Year Blood War. I think that's what it's called, bro. I can't wait to do that because that's like modern animation and all, bro. I can't wait, bro.